And this week news, we are testing something, we are preparing and finishing something else. The premium membership is more explained, and you cannot miss what is coming. See you soon. Welcome back to SimFly News. This is Roberto, SimFly spokesperson, and I'm gonna bring to you the news of SimFly every week. So here we are. What happened this week? As I told you last week, we were finalizing the airplane rental and we did some more coding. Now we're doing the testing, so we are very close to complete that. As together we have completed also a change on the landing calculations, plus we are finalizing the subscription model, and when all is set, we're gonna do one big deploy, okay? So, we are also in talk about the implementation of SimFly client for Apple Macintosh. So, for those of you that are on Apple Macintosh or have also an Apple Macintosh, when it comes to explain, because that's the only thing available on Apple Macintosh, we are going to have in the next future, but I will say mid 2025, something like that. If everything goes well, we're going to have also a client for Apple Macintosh. So this is, let us know, do you have like Apple Silicon or you have Apple with Intel processor? What we're gonna favor first? Right. So this is the first latest things about SimFly. And now that you have reached this point in the video, there is something I want you to do. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends, okay? You can also find us in other social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and also in X, which used to be Twitter. Follow us in all the social media, because doing this will grow the community, and with a stronger community, you will be able to enjoy a better SimFly experience. Subscribe to the channel, like the video at least, and share it with your friend, okay? Now, where I was? Oh yes! Now with the second thing, and this is something that I would like to do some more clarification. We clarify about the premium member, because what we do, we say there is going to be premium member, and people are going to start speculating, coming out with ideas. So let me clarify a few things. The most important thing is premium member is not going to make people earn more packs. So these two identical flights done by the normal person and done by the person with premium member, they're going to earn the same amount of packs and experience point. The timer are going to be the same. So there is not an advantage. It's not like a pay to win model, okay? So premium member are not going to earn more packs or more experience point compared to the other, but there are a lot of other advantages. So we're gonna have more specific settings and more specific statistics. So some information are not accessible to the normal member and going to be accessible exclusively to premium member. Then there is going to be an easier access to the academy. So to learn things, we're preparing the SimFly Academy to teach you how to fly very complex airplanes and other things. And this is something also that the premium member is going to be open to everybody, but premium member is going to have, say, free access to some courses, etc., etc. Plus, there are some missions and some milestone flight that can be only accessed by premium members. So in this way, maybe premium members will be able to earn more than normal members, but not because in identical flight they earn more, because they will be able to access more opportunities for earning PAX token, such as maybe there are some particular milestone flight that give a high reward, and those are going to be limited to premium member. And plus, there are other things, access to some VIP places, particular kind of support that we can offer. And we're going to come out with a full list soon, but you're going to be able to see it in the website when you go for the subscription. There are 3 levels of premium membership. We're going to start with 1. Then we're going to roll out the other 2. You will see, I hope, that if you also have a very cool idea that you suggest the premium member should be given some particular access, functionality, I don't know, you just let us know. And, there are some other things that I didn't tell you. But there are other accessibilities or opportunities that premium member have, a normal member will have no access. But you will see this later. But if you have some idea, please share with us, share with me in Discord or in Telegram. Just tag me and let me know. And we will consider if it's something that it makes sense to add to the premium membership. And I would say that this past week has been a week with a lot of work. We've been focusing on a lot of things, but no eclatant out deploys or things. So for what concerns the news, that's pretty much all. So we can move to the Ask Me Anything section of SimFly News. First question. And actually, the first question is a little bit special. We grouped together 3 questions. One asked by Epsilon82, the 6th of January. One asked by Pietro65, 18th of January. One asked by Javin Seal 021, 31st of January. And they're all requesting a new airplane model. The Epsilon82 asked, are there plans to offer the Diamond Aircraft DA62 in SimFly? Then Pietro65 says, hello team, and first I want to thank you for the vaccine doing. Any chance you bros SimFly fleet with Bombardier Challengers CL30 and CL65 and Global GL6T and GL7T? And last, Javin Seal 021 says, will you add the EMB series of regional jets and the A350-1000 when one become available to the community? Now, first of all, thank you for requesting these airplanes. There are a few things about other airplanes on SimFly. First, obviously, those need to be airplanes that are available in the flight simulators, because if it's not available in the flight simulators, there is no use to add them in SimFly. Second, military airplanes, we're going to get to them once everything else is completed, because they need very particular parameters to be evaluated, because to avoid some maneuver that you can do with the airplane that are very, able to do things that can be misread as cheating. So we don't want that to happen. And last, we need to, because it's work for us to add an airplane. This is not really an easy thing. We need to make sure that there is at least a few people that are interested in the specific model. So what I think, and I was suggesting this in the past as well, probably I'm going to prepare a board where people can vote what models they want. And when we see that something has high votes, then we are going to proceed and add it to it. So thank you again for the suggestion. I think that, sure, we keep rolling out new models, okay? Mostly when we see that the flight simulator has a new model coming out, we try to catch up with that. But, before we have a full fleet of all the existing airplanes, it's going to take time. So we can give priority to those that the community wants. Question number 2 has been asked by Loris RZZ, 31st of January 2025, and he says, hi Roberto, it would be useful if I could choose when to use the 60 minutes of flight within 24 hours without necessarily waiting for the timer of the previous flight to expire. Example, today I work in the morning and I can fly in the afternoon. Tomorrow I work in the afternoon, but I can only fly in the morning because 24 hours not passed yet. Tomorrow, no flight. And a possible solution could be that user can use the 60 minutes using the midnight Zulu time in order to reset the 24-hour. And this is what has been asked by Loris. So, Loris, the question is this, the situation is this. So, the timer of the license are set so that they start counting the moment that you start using the 24-hour. And this is done because if you don't fly for 3 days, for example, you don't want something to expire at midnight because then everybody will be 11 in the evening, UTC time, and until 1 in the morning, and this will make difference for people that is in a certain time zone compared to another. So you start when you start the first flight, and then ends 24 hours later. In your case, if you want to save, so if you want to have a reset of the timer at a certain point so that you can fly in the afternoon and in the morning later, what you need to do is just to give the start of the timer early. So let's say that in the morning of the previous day when you work in the morning, very fast you start the simulator, you take off and land in a mission of 5 minutes, and then you shut it down. In this way, the 24-hour timer already started. When you come back, you can fly in the afternoon, you have 55 minutes left, and the timer is gonna end up in the morning of the next days when you have the morning to fly, you can do the next 1 hour flight. This is the trick that you can use in order to use the afternoon and the morning after and staying into the 24-hour reset of the timer. Again, based on the license that people have, this will be 30 minutes, 1 hour or more, So the example with the 60 minutes is because Loris mentioned that and I'm using it. But if it is, no license is 30 minutes, license level 1 is 60. And if you go up with license, then become hours. So that's, changing the grade of the license. So collect a lot of experience point until you are at level 10, and then you can change grade of the license. And this being the timer to longer timer. So this is the answer for you, Loris. And for today, only 2 questions, even if one was worth 3. So total 4 questions, but only 2 questions in the Ask Me Anything section because we finished the question. None of you ask more questions, means that everything is so clear about SimFly and there is no suggestion, nothing. I suggest you go to the Ask Me Anything question and fill in some more questions for the coming week. If you have doubt, if you have suggestion, if something is not clear, if you have technical problem though, submit a support bulletin, support request. Do not ask in the Ask Me Anything. And also, before you ask your question, go to the search and search some important keywords and see if a question like yours has already been asked in the past, because we got several double questions. So, thank you for those that will help fill in the Ask Me Anything question. If there is no question for next week, we're going to replace the Ask Me Anything with something else. We don't know, but let the question come in. What can I tell you? Follow us in social media. Soon there is going to be a reward for those that have been following us for a certain amount of time. Our social media, we're present in TikTok, we're present in... where are we present? In TikTok, in Instagram, in X, which is Twitter, in Facebook, in LinkedIn, and also here in YouTube, where you're watching this video. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. At a certain point, we're gonna make it compulsory for everybody. We need to grow this. And what else I have to say? Well, you know what I used to say. SimFly, take off and get more. Answer to your AMA question.